What is up, everybody? This is your boy. We're here playing some Minecraft. Now, it's been a minute since I've actually made an actual recording, and also I've done a lot of work on this world already, as you can kind of tell. I mean, just this is a very small portion of what I've done. I wanted to kind of get my feet on the ground before I actually brought you guys in. I don't want to be doing large projects because then it's going to separate the when I start recording, when the actual thing comes out, or even when, because I don't really have like all the time in the world to be able to sit here and do a huge project, but I will eventually. We will work on a project. It'll probably take a few weeks to conclude, and I might not, but those will be for like a complete separate playthrough, not just, I'll have like small ones in between here and there if I can help. But anyway, so we are here, and this is my house. It looks a little destroyed right now. I had a few creepers blow up here, and I just never got around to fixing it. I actually started, the very first thing I built in this world is this house, which I need to actually work on the decoration of it. I only had wood, really, at the time, but even now I don't have a whole lot of other building material. I've been using it for other things. But anyway, yeah, so my idea with this house is, have you ever seen those houses with like the roofs that kind of go all the way to the ground? That's what I wanted to do for this, and then I added some balconies on both sides of the house. There's porches on both sides of the house. But yeah, I touched my house, and this is why it looks like this. Yeah, so I did have an elytra. Unfortunately, I lost it. I know you guys can see the shulker boxes there. That's the reason why I don't have an elytra yet, because I actually lost both of my elytras. I went to two different ships, got two different elytras, and died with them both. First thing I did in this world, though, was farm. I mainly worked on actual, like, I had a cow farm there, but I slaughtered all the cows at some point. I only have a donkey. I have a horse, but it's all the way over by my my stronghold where my end portal is. I just haven't got around to actually getting the horse yet back. It's down there though. I forgot what I named it. I don't know if I named it Sprinkles or something. But this is my donkey. He's a pretty cool donkey. I just haven't done a name tag for him. I had to use a name tag on my end farm. Anyway, this is my original pumpkin farm. It was just a self-harvest. I used to, because for my slime farm I used jack-o'-lanterns for it, so I needed to shave all these, and I ended up having to make an automated one because this wasn't going fast enough. But I used to have a wheat field here, but now it's full of potatoes. I just never harvested it. I have a small sugarcane farm. This was for my bookshelves. I'll actually show you around my main base here, and then I'll move us over to where I have a new sugarcane farm. That's why these haven't been harvested in a while. And then over here is my automated chicken farm, which is, I'm going to end up rebuilding this somewhere else where it's not so like just out in the open, stands out like a sore thumb because it's giant as hell. But the idea behind this was to automatically get cooked chicken using a method that I actually have. I don't have any. Hopefully that'll land right on top. Yes! First try. Anyway, so how this works is you have two sites where adult chickens lay their eggs, and you can see how the eggs are going around. Because all of my chests are full. I haven't ran this in a minute. But there's two different sections where they drop their eggs. A half slab to keep them from going out into here, and it only allows the eggs through. I had to put two chambers for the chicken just because of suffocation issues now with the whole update on how many mobs you can have in one spot. That'll also show in my Enderman farm as well when we get to that. Anyway, so how this works is you cast out some chickens. It uses just a clock there to automatically put chickens into the killing chamber. And I'm not going to wait for them to grow up. That's going to take way too long. So when they grow up, what you do is you click this button here. It sets them on fire, puts them out so that their loot doesn't burn up. And then they'll die. And then all their loot goes down to this chest here. And you'll be able to collect their cooked chicken. So that's basically how that works. I'm going to end up making one for cows, and this is my tree farm. It's still my active tree farm. I don't have automated one yet, which it's not really going to be automated. It's just going to have a way of not having to stand around and wait for all the saplings to fall. It'll collect it automatically. My sugarcane farm, you can actually kind of get down here. This is just where everything runs. I'm not going to show you how it works just yet. Maybe if you guys are interested, I'll break it down and show you. But basically, the gist of it is, sugarcane grows. It can grow in the dark, so it grows in these little things. These observer blocks detects when it gets up to 3 high, and then it immediately sends a pulse to the piston below it, which will end up harvesting it. A minecart goes underneath and takes it. So that's how that works. It's not a very difficult thing to make, and if you guys want me to, I can definitely show you it. It's a little sloppy, but that's why I built it underground. But the harvesting spot is actually over where this little stone thing is. You just head down here, and it takes you down to where all that gets collected. It used to have there's hoppers on both sides of these, but it doesn't. I don't really have a need for it that much. So I just have two separate sections right now working. Currently it's just got that. It does go through two different chests, so it'll collect in this one and also this one down here. It'll fill both of them up about the same time. This part a little bit faster. But that's pretty much how that works. What, do I have anything in here? Just some coal. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to sleep so that we're not going to get bombarded by enemies all night. Oh yeah, below this is actually my automated fish farm. Which actually I don't know why I have a piece of wood there. Oh, I do know why I have a piece of wood there. Anyway, how this works is it used to have a regular clock, but I had to replace another thing and do it the normal way. But anyway, what you would do is you would stand here, and what this part here does is it launches fishing rods out at you. I need to refill it, but yeah, it basically sends you fishing rods so that you fill up your inventory, so you just have one spot with a fishing rod in it, and when that fishing rod breaks, and it uses just the typical automated fish farm or AFK fish farm, but instead it launches so that you can leave it overnight and don't have to worry about refilling the fishing rod every time it breaks. So you don't have to, so you can just leave it be and it'll actually automate, because it'll collect it and then it'll shoot it back out and then it'll collect it, shoot it back out until you use it all up. Currently this is my loot for it. I was trying to catch mending books, but I found that to be a little bit too hard. This is just what I have so far. I don't know if I have anything in there. No, I don't. But I do have a lot of pufferfish, which is actually something I'm going to need later on for breathing potions, so that we can make our guardian farm. That's mainly the reason why I built this, but the mini books are a huge plus. I never got a single enchantment book through it though, which was unfortunate. Oh, it's underneath my tree farm. You go under here, there's a little room with two villagers in it. One of them's got an infinity book, and another one's got a mending book. This is where I've been getting my mending books from. So I have mending on both of these. I don't have a mending on that or my axe yet, but this one actually I had a shovel with mending on it. Unfortunately, it's only got fortune 2 on it, so that's kind of bad for clay. But we'll get an efficiency or fortune 3 eventually, and then another efficiency. Oh, we already have efficiency 5 on it. All right, so now that we're out of there, actually, I'm not going to take you through there just yet. I'm taking the structure right over here. This is my pumpkin farm. Automated pumpkin farm. Here we go. Okay, so how this works is basically, there's an endermite somewhere, and it'll keep following us until we kill it. What's funny is those things always come out when I don't need it, but when I do need it, it doesn't come out. Anyway, oh, there it is. Okay, so you see what happened? There's a pumpkin there now floating, and it's going to get collected once that thing comes around. There it goes. It got collected. And what this does is there's an observer block over the plant there. I fully grew it so that they're all adults now. And anytime those plants update and this observer block will detect it, is when it grows a pumpkin on either of these two dirt blocks there. You can actually give it a better chance of spawning a pumpkin by having it in a plus sign and spacing these out, but I wanted to keep it condensed, so this is just how I did it. A bunch of pistons, a bunch of observer blocks, redstone on top of all. So then it will crush it, and then basically, yep, just like you heard there, it'll crush it, basically turn it to a pumpkin block there, and then this minecart underneath goes underneath all of it, and then goes back through, and then it'll unload all the pumpkins it collects from there into a chest over here. Don't mind the giant pit. I was collecting sand. I need to refill that. But I'm a psychopath, so I just leave it like that. But anyway, this goes back up, and then it will put the pumpkins in. Unfortunately, it is completely full at this point. So that's down here. That wooden thing is just down to a, what do you call it? A daylight sensor. I did it for when I was building this. I just never removed the actual daylight sensor yet. Anyway, this is this is all that I have remaining of my loot. I used most of this stuff and took it over to my mob farm. I should probably collect those, but it's whatever. I can always remake them. Ah, dang. I get Endermen that sometimes come up in here, and then they'll put dirt blocks and sand blocks and gravel blocks just all up in my crap. But anyway, yeah, so these are the spawn platforms. This took me forever, about 3.5 weeks to build, right? So it's 6 layers tall, starting at Y4, no, 36, Y36, 4 blocks in between each platform. That's to allow the big guys to be able to bounce around faster. So I could have fit probably another layer in if I had done it 3 high, which you can do, but I wouldn't really recommend because the big slimes take forever to get over to the side then because they keep bouncing their heads up on the wall. They're 3 blocks tall, so you got to imagine. And there's 6 platforms in total, and if the slimes still act pretty much the same, they will move to the nearest wall. So I dug these all the way down and put in a collection point behind this part over here. So yeah, there's a center part there too. There's 2 main waterways, which will take them to the killing room. And if you can see, yep, that slime right there going right into that little spot right there, that's going to take them up to the killing room. So we will go ahead and go around for the killing room. This took me forever. Oh my lord. I can't even imagine. It's 6 chunks, 6 layers. So I dug out 36 chunks, including the sides there for them to be able to drop down, and a little bit of this chunk here too, so they can drop down there too. So you can imagine how long this took. I did not have these 2 tools when I was building them. I was using regular diamond picks and but mainly iron picks and cobble picks. So yeah, it took me forever to build these. That's why the spawn platforms just don't look that pretty. I just didn't bother. Anyway, so they all get brought up here. And this is where the player just sits. I should have probably put a minecart with a hopper underneath, but I just have one running through. I should have put like a bunch. But anyway, the collection spot's just behind this door here. I'll show you that in a second. I just want to show you. There's a slime coming up. I don't know. Maybe it'll come up at some point. What's in here? Oh, I have a little bit of iron in there. But it all gets dragged down to the collection spots down here. This is where all my slime collect. And this is where I haven't really been around this area a whole lot, so that's why my slime balls are a little low. But it's it's using the same thing as my chicken egg thing, where it launches the chicken egg out and it goes around and around and around until it finds a spot. That's basically what this is doing. There's some slime balls in there. I think occasionally there'll be 1 or 2 placed in there. Occasionally, though, it'll miss. Yep, there he is. The small one there. You see the slime ball? And it got collected. So, yeah, that's basically the gist of it. The big ones get broken down into smaller ones. Because they'll fight the water stream occasionally, but they will always go back. But yeah, so they all just die on there, and then it gets collected. So that's pretty much all that I have over in the overworld over here. Let's go ahead and head down to the nether, and I'll take you to my end farm. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to go here first. Click that button. This will take us right to where we need to go. Gas like to come up in here, so we got to be careful of that. And then hop out. And then send this minecart back. Because, remember, we slept in the bed at home, so we're going to want that closer to our house. And it is distance. It will slow down, but it will make it all the way back. We're just going to wait for it to turn that corner. And then when it turns that corner, we can go ahead and go in the nether portal. But anyway, if we just head down here through the water tunnel. I do plan on going to get a new elytra soon. But I don't really feel like traveling over there yet. It's a pain in the ass. Here, just some ender pearls and some upgrade. This is where my enchantment table is. Actually, if you just head right to the left here, there's an enchantment table we can enchant stuff at. I just have my diamonds over here. Some random shit that I was just randomly enchanting stuff. But it's not anything special. We'll just head up here. It's literally just an endermite farm. Or enderman farm. Endermite sits up in a cart up there, and then all the endermen get attracted to it and fall down to a one-shot kill. We'll just head down here and over here, and then from here you can just use, because I have sweeping edge on this thing too, so it can get pretty much all of them in one hit. Looting 3 for the extra ender pearls, and then we'll get extra levels just from this. And then we can actually use this on our mending. But anyway, we'll go ahead. What's after the end farm? I think after the end farm, it's my mob farm, and that's pretty much the gist of what I have built so far. And I think that after that, we're just gonna build that witch killer, and then that'll pretty much be the end of it. I really just wanted to show you guys and get you guys caught up to speed of how much I've done. I've already killed the Ender Dragon and everything. And I know a lot of people in Let's Plays like to show all that stuff. And I know I probably should have. We'll probably fight him again eventually just because XP, and also it's just a fun fight. So we could definitely redo it again because I'm pretty sure we can. I didn't mess with the egg because I don't know how to summon the dragon anymore. But anyway, if we go the opposite direction now, and here's a boat. This will take you down my packed ice. Oh, I didn't even show you my packed ice where I'm getting it from. I built my base literally right next to one of those ocean packed ice things. You know what I'm talking about? Like the ones with like the polar bears and dodge these guys. Since well, that was a weird bug. Anyway, no. There's a portal right up here. This will take us right to my mob farm. This one only took me 4 days to make, but it was 4 days straight of just doing stuff. I had some time off of work, so I just went ahead and made a giant-ass mob farm up here using all the material that I got from making that slime farm. Anyway, so where I decided to build it was over an ocean, just right in the middle. There's no land masses anywhere near. The ocean's deep here too, so that's a huge plus. I brought over some supplies, mainly redstone, which actually we're going to go ahead and take. Oh, I have some packed ice and then some slime blocks I got from my slime farm. The elevator to get up there, the entrance is right up here. I'm putting lighting in, but anyway, so here's the spawn platform. You can see there's already mobs getting tunneled. I didn't really show any of the building on this because I'm not using my own design for the mob farms. If you recognize the shape, this is EthosLab's spawn platforms. Etho made, or like just that one like snowflake looking thing. I just put 8 of them here, made completely out of stone slabs here, which I'm not going to actually show you. If you ever do build his mob system, I would definitely knock out in a T shape. Like instead of having like a single hole where the mobs come out, you just have like a plus sign, because the mobs they'll get jammed up in there and then they won't come down. But if you make that T shape, they'll come down. Like you'll never have an issue with it. But yeah, it's very, very, very efficient. They all land down here and will burn up or die by the magma blocks. And then if you come down here, this is the collection room. A lot of hoppers. Lots and lots of hoppers, but I don't plan on building anything out here, so I don't have to worry about too much. All the loot gets collected into these chests here, all the way around. I haven't cleared out a whole lot of it. And there's some random crap up in there from when I was rebuilding it. So on these 2 blocks, we're going to need to put pistons going that way. And that way. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of these 2. And then we'll put these in front. And then same thing over here. Pistons facing inward. Piston facing inward. Get rid of those 2 and put them right there. We'll work our way through it. But anyway, so after we have this now, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to put in a redstone timer. How we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and put this over here. We're going to put a block there. A block there. Hoppers going into each other. Like this. And then we need comparators, which we're going to have to actually cook some. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're going to actually, right into here, we're going to put a comparator. This one right over here, we're going to put a comparator. And then we're going to do that. Do that. Put redstone right there. And I believe all we need to do now is just wrap this around. So what we're going to do actually here is we're going to go ahead and wire these 2 up. Yep, so that's our crusher. That will suffocate any witches that go in there. Because, yeah, like I said, witches... Ooh, that's a lot of creepers. Ooh, that's a lot of creepers. Alright, guys, so we're back in the world. I actually just figured out how to do it. So I want complete control over this. That is the main goal here, is to have complete control over every aspect of this. So what we're going to need to do here, actually, is we're going to need to probably drag... Oof, I see a problem here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to drag that out like that. Now what we're going to do here is we are going to over here, we're going to knock that out, knock that out, knock that out, knock. And this is where the pistons, the regular pistons, are actually coming handy. So we're going to put piston there and a piston there. And then on a normal day, we want this one to be powered. So how we're going to do that is we're going to put some redstone dust. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to put a redstone torch there. Have that pointed inward. And then we're going to take a redstone torch here and do the same exact thing. So that's always going to be up on a normal day, obviously, because we don't want it to be down. That'd be bad. Be torching everything. And then if we want to, we can actually cover this part up with glass to make it not so much, but we actually do need to do one thing. With blocks like that, actually, we're going to need these 2 blocks open for now. And then we need lava. So lava, unfortunately, we are going to need to make a bucket. 2 buckets. Anyway, so lava we can just grab from this area and just get up here before we get slimed. Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Get off of there. Alright, so now that we're up here and we got everything that we need, let's go ahead and grab our 2 lava buckets here. And how this is going to work is we're going to go ahead and put lava just right in the back here. And then we're going to want to protect ourselves. So obviously we're going to cover this up with glass so that we don't accidentally, you know, get knocked into the lava and kill ourselves. Or just burn for whatever reason. Anyway, so now that we got those connected, now what we need to do here is we actually need to go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically, if this is controlled through there, that should allow the lava to flow downward, and that's exactly what we need. Alright, so the lava is now cut off. That still gives us a nice viewing window over here. Okay, and then what we're going to need to do here is we are actually going to need to... This, we can actually go ahead and use the glass blocks that are already there, because this is really only to stop them from swimming upwards. Put that in there. Put that right there. Now, this is where the issues come in. But not for long. We'll just do this and that and that. That'll push the glass blocks in and take them back out. This stops them from swimming upwards when they hit the lava. And then we'll go ahead and do the same on this side. And then so now when we control it, it should all push out like that. And that'll stop any mobs from being able to actually enter that once we have that activated. And then, so basically the idea behind this is witches can either switch their burning, the potions of burning or potions of healing. They can flip between those two quickly. So that prevents them from being able to die by the suffocation and the magma blocks. This lava block will just speed up their damage intake, so that then when this is actually like launched outwards like that, it will pretty much just completely shut off any of them. It will basically kill them because they're taking so much damage at one point their potions can't keep up, and then they'll end up dead. But anyway, we want to make sure that this doesn't go off too often, because then we're going to start losing loot. So what we're going to need for this, actually, is we're just going to need to go grab some bullshit blocks, like some cobblestone here. And then whatever we got in there right now, we're just going to go ahead and take out. Boop, 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 boop. Like 4 stacks. And then we're going to go ahead and make it so that when... Just to even it out, we're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. Boom. That way that it doesn't miss a delay. There's no delay on it, really. No lagging delay. But yeah, so that'll basically just stay closed. This is going to be like a periodic reset of the system. It's going to basically just clean out the killing chamber there. And it won't come by too often. We'll still be able to get a lot of mobs in. But any witches will be killed in the process and will allow extra time. And then we do want to have an automated shut-off system. So basically what we're going to do for that is we are going to go ahead and put repeaters there. Drag it out. This will turn it off completely. Stop any action from going. So anyway, then if we do that, it'll continue its trek. But we can also turn it off automatically doing that. And that way we have full control over it. And then if we want full control over this line, what we're going to need is we're going to need another lever. And then we're going to need to put some dust down. Now this is going to be an automatic override to the kill switch, which is going to be on this block back here. So this will basically collapse it all and you can manually kill anything you want to. So I'm going to be dealing with the water on this. Anyway, so for this, what we're going to do is we're going to get into here. And then from here, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to put a block there, right in the center. And then we're going to take a sticky piston, and then we're going to go ahead and go up and badoop. And then put glass blocks in both of those, although we're going to go ahead and... I almost just broke that. And then we're going to go ahead and put a piston. Oh, wait, that was not the right move. Ah, there we go. Okay, so anyway... And that should open up all of them. Cool. Okay, that worked. That's all we need. Anyway, guys, so in this episode, I have given you a tour of my world, and then we went ahead and added everything that we needed to automatically kill witches, and also have... Oh yeah, let's go ahead and turn that back on, although I do need to go back up here real quick. Because I actually have artificial blocks. There. So now if you want to turn this off, if you want to see it in action, you just flip that. It will stop any mods from being able to get through. Basically allowing it to be a clear, so that if we ever need to get into here for whatever reason and fix something, we can, and we don't have to worry about, you just wait for the rest of them to die, and then the rest of them will be blocked. Anyway, and then when you're ready to release them again, you go ahead and just open that, and then they'll be able to get right up into here. And then, since we don't have the timer off right now, it's not gonna automatically fry them. Because I'm not gonna be sitting here AFK. That's what the manual override is for, the witch killer override. That way, in case if you're, if you're doing work in the area and you come by here and, oh yeah, there's like 6 witches in here, just turn that on. Eventually they'll all die. But yeah, so that's all I really wanted to show you guys today. I thought that was a pretty good project. At least we got to be able to finish my mob system. So that's basically it. So I think in the next episode, what we're going to do is probably either work on an automated cow farm. I'm still debating on what I want to do for the next episode. I think it's going to be a bigger project, which is my automated cow killing farm thing that I use to basically get steak and whatnot. And that way, basically what it is it's like 2 adult. You can just keep a bunch of adults, and then you have like a breeder, and then it has like a daycare that will, when they grow up, they'll be able to go to a specific spot, and then there'll be adults just chilling right in front of you. But I have to do some testing with baby animals, mainly cows. I think cows are 1 block tall when they're babies and 2 blocks tall when they're adults, but we'll have to see. Then I can make a daycare kind of like what I do with my villagers. But yeah, so... I hope you guys really enjoy my world. I will bring this back. I'll try to bring it back as much as possible. Unfortunately, time restrictions and stuff, but I will try to keep a steady schedule on my Minecraft world because I feel like I have some pretty good stuff going on. And if you guys want me to show you anything in my world and like step by step on how to create or something like that, like just let me know. I will definitely get behind a tutorial or something on it, and then we can go ahead and work from there. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for joining, and I will see you later. Bye bye.